Hello everybody, RemedyX here, and we are back with some more 9 Kings today. I've been doing a lot of backpack battles and Thea, and I thought I would get back to this one. It's been a little bit. So King Spells is what I'm trying out here. First off, got a wizard right away, which is a really powerful damaging unit. So I'm down for that. I'll take an early vault for sure. So we don't necessarily have the kings that I would like. We're up against King of Greed and King of Nature, and then the Rebellion. Sounds a little loud to me. Don't know if it does to you guys, but it does to me. If it's too quiet, let me know, and I can always adjust it. So Poison Vial, in my opinion, Poison Vial's never been worth it. Every time they stack and add one poison, but like the poison ticks just aren't worth it, in my opinion. Okay, a beacon is solid. So this is good later. I currently have 0 enhancements though. Overworked. Yes, please. So I think I go beacon here, and I want to get a library there, so I can start stacking stuff up on my wizards. I will take a procreate. There's a library, and there's also the combustion that I do want. Yeah, there's nothing for you to replicate library. I don't actually want static. I think I just want combustion. This is not max, so I would take another vault. I could consider re-rolling there to try to get yeah, combustion. There we go. But I got it here, so no problem there. Another fail. I'd like to roll for some libraries now. What is this? Citadel that... I'll take a Citadel. Oh, I get to wage war against King of Nothing. Now later, you want to make peace with the King of Nothing because his units get a little nutty, to say the least. Offering is good. I could offer off the Spire. Shamans are fine. I don't think they're what I'm going for here. I'm going to pop the Spire in the middle, and I'm going to offer it off next round. Spires are not that great here because how frail the wizards are. I don't have the glass cannon perk or anything on them, but Steel Coat is also very good. So it's a unit shop. What other units would I want in this build? A tankier unit, preferably the Knight or a Warlock. There's a Warlock. I'll take that. Take another Wizard and a Knight. Cool. And then we'll leave. I'm going to offer this. I got dog water. Okay. So I'm going to pop the... If I go Warlock here, Knight here, I could put a Forest here. I don't use the Forest much, and I want to toy with it a little bit. See if it's actually, you know, worth its just sell that. I don't think I need that. So this vault is actually cranking some money for us because it's 12 per round per turn, I think. They got the 1 overwork. Mortgage I could hold on to. I just have overinvest. I'll take a mortgage and I will overinvest. I need to, yeah, there we go. I was about to say I need to get a blacksmith. So I want this one unlocked. I would honestly like another black. I'll take a vault, and then I can just mortgage the one off. Or offering. Can I get the offering? There's an extra library. Never do this one. I think 3 random plots is actually probably better. And so something I did wrong earlier is I would be stacking my libraries up, but with overwork, this will apply to and this one will apply to. So it's better to split them instead of leveling them if you have overworked. If you do not have overworked, then simply leveling it is totally acceptable. I did debate on actually rolling there for forest, but from what I hear, the orchard, I'm underrating it a bit. Not sure how true that is. So I get to make peace with 1 king. I don't need King of Greed for anything, right? So overwork is nice, but I can get that from my offerings. Vaults are fine for gold, mortgages, whatever. I could use a couple beacons, but I think I definitely need to keep the King of Nothing. I would get another blacksmith taken up here. So I do plan on getting rid of one of these libraries later, but clone is definitely pretty good. So they're currently getting 8% attack every round, which is really good. A farm. So I could put a farm here to increase my tanks. Then I have to mortgage that off, but I am fine with that. So this actually does damage. Huh. 3 roots per level. Take a procreate. I get another free expansion. This free expansion will go here. I think just getting the farm in there is probably the best bet. There is another combustion. I would rather... Offering is fine. Do I offer off the orchard? I think so. And then I can wild loan the beacon and appropriate. The procreate is actually, in a lot of ways, it's better than the farm. I think it's like 3 turns of farm activations. Is it better to level up the knights? Or probably the doubles the lightning strike attack speed. Increase the attack of all your troops and towers by 30%. Let's double our lightning for now. There is a forest, which I was talking about possibly wanting. So yeah, this gives 9. And then adds 1 unit to 1 adjacent army. So it adds 2, currently 2 per round. So at level 3, it'll add 3 per round, which this is 9 at once. So it is 3 rounds of a maxed out farm. So do I offering is the question. There's another library. I do like the vault. Grabbing forest and leave. So I'm gonna level the library. Offer here. Play the forest. Play the forest. Wild the library, because getting those libraries really cooking is important here. Level the library and just pop a vault in the back for more gold. So this is currently giving 1 HP to adjacent units. If I'm not mistaken, it'll give to both of them. So HP is 40, HP is 44. So let's see. This is the final round. I have 2 over invest. I can take this wild and just pop it on the beacon probably. Yep. It's either the beacon or vault, but probably just the beacon. I do not have many levels into the wizards at this moment, so it might be worth. So you're 44, you're 48. You were 44, so you gained 4, you gained 4. So this did do it. So overwork, you gotta remember, it's adding an additional for the overwork. So, woo, continue. Yep, I can now click and expand. Yada yada yada. I still get free ones every now and again though. I will clone the wizard and level up the wizard. Getting the wizards leveled up here and the knights and the warlocks is actually kind of important now. Getting a steel coat on them might not be a bad. Then I have to get libraries on. That is something I should consider in the future. I am going to probably just sell this forest. There's no reason I should have a second forest ticking on them. But steel coat, if you have a forest ticking, steel coat is a little less desirable. Oh, that just maxed out. That's my bad. I should not have done that then. I should have done it on the library, probably. Or leveled up the knights. I do not think those were maxed. Offering combustion. I could offer. I can play the wizards here. I can offer them off next round. I'll take a steel coat here. Double. So I'd go up to like 50 and 50. I'll take that. Let's offer here. Did not get a wild. Or I did not get a copy. I got a wild. Which is worse. In many ways, it is worse. So the knights are already leveled up. I will put another into the knights. Put more here and procreate the knight. So the warlocks do attack faster. I'll take another offering. I will play. Do I just offering off the other vault? No, I probably just keep the vault. Play the orchard and offer the orchard. Try to get a wild so I could get like a steel coat. Ooh, there's a clone. Yeah, where's my next expanse? It's not gonna be for a little while, so I might want to just buy one. If I take steel coat and pop you here. Take another steel coat. I can expand here. Clone the library. Play a library. Don't really want any of this. Another library I would take. So I can play this library here, and then I can get steel coat taken on the other one. So we got all the tanks and all the damage. Would run into issues with thieves possibly, but I do have the steel coat sticking, so less likely. I can now rage wall against King of Greed. And then during my next piece, I probably should go against or I should make peace with King of Nothing. The only thing I would want here is clone. Perfect. Procreate's good. Sacrifice is not bad. I don't think I have anything set up, though. I would also like wild and offering, but I think I would consider getting the carnage. Yeah, and then a wild. So I know it might seem the carnage might seem weird specifically, but trust me. No, I actually it could be wrong. I don't think it is though. Cool. I get to max out some libraries here. This is already maxed, yeah. So the beacon doesn't do anything. The vault's fine. I can just pop another vault down back here. Gets me another 6 gold per wave. I'll have another shot coming up for a little while, though. Take an offering. I think I'm just going to pop it over invest here. Take another procreate. Doubling the enchantments again is actually pretty huge. And then I think I procreate here again. I want to see how big these explosions are when they kill something. They didn't get that much bigger. I think a mortgage. I think that's supposed to be 100 or that's 159 and then 130 something. When it goes to triple digit, it like drops the digit below. That's weird. Question is, what else do I want in this build? So I got things pretty much set up. The only thing now I can do is econ or overinvest and have things to offer. I'm gonna just continue to overinvest here. We'll see. A wild card is not bad. I get to make peace with King of Nothing now. Yeah, you guys can get tank here. Is it just a dispenser? Just pop a dispenser in right here. Then maybe get a blacksmith right here. Another library doesn't do anything. Shaman maybe. Shaman might do something. I think I offered the vault. Did not get a copy. I wanted to get the clone, get a blacksmith here. Is unfortunate. But we will manage. Just take another overinvest. Even though I'm overinvesting, I am gaining gold here. Take another library. It does nothing for me though. Do I play it to mortgage it? Is the question. I think the answer is yes. I have a shop coming up here, and that's why I'm. There's a clone. Turning the enemies into frogs is solid. It's only 10% though. There's another overwork. That's actually far better. My cat's being a little noisy if you hear him. Sorry about that. Just take another combustion here. I don't think I'm gonna actually end up using it yet. Another clone. I've not actually done a mango. There's a blacksmith. Oh, vault would take. Oh, I don't have money anyway. Never mind. I was thinking, oh, vault would take a long time for it to actually repay me, but it might be worth it. So now I think I go for shaman and pop him right there. Is there something I would want to more? Oh, I have shaman. I'll take a mortgage. I could use it. I'm gonna pop a shaman in here. Another shaman. Like I planned it. Just so you know, the shamans, I believe their enhancements are directly proportional to their attack. So if you have a blacksmith taking on a shaman, it does actually improve them. I'll take an overinvest for sure. So the good thing about the dispenser is it doesn't drop in whatchamacallit? Yeah. Attack speed when you spend money. Like the mercenaries, if you spend money, you'll reduce the amount of troops you have. The dispenser, on the other hand, does not do that. Ooh. We finally lose a round on 58, huh? We lost a round on 58, and here I thought we were all just smooth sailing. Turning the enemies frogs. Sure. Shamans are maxed. That's maxed. So I could clone the dispenser and level it. I could also just mortgage the vault here. The vault is actually making some pretty fair money. It's making me 9 a turn right now for the 1 vault. There we go. I'll take the last dispenser here to max that out. Sure. Did not mean to turn this into a dispenser thing, but I just had the econ already going, so I might have to end up selling it at some point, though. These are all maxed, right? Yeah. All my actual units are maxed. Is it worth just taking another warlock, then? And getting another one going? I don't know. Maybe I'll just take static. I think I put combustion on the knights. Actually, the knights are probably the wrong choice. They're probably the wrong choice purely because they already had 2 things on them. So I'll put static on. See if I get any static triggers. I don't see any. Oh, we actually looks like we lost that round. That's a little spooky. I will take appropriate. And I'm going to mortgage that for 30% attack speed. Looks like we lost here. Wave 63. Not too bad. It wasn't like game-breaking build. Sometimes I break the game a little too easily. Should I go back and do another King of Spells? I can't wait for these other characters, by the way. This game, I believe its official launch is coming soon, right? Let me double check it. Currently in early access. Planned release date is May 23rd. So 10 days. We can go for another King of Spells. Though this time I'm going to go different. I'm not going to go based off the wizards. I'm going to get a different unit to stay right up. But I'm going to stack libraries on. So that could be archers or elves. Both of them are really good. I will take a warlock just as a front line. Warlocks make perfectly serviceable front lines. I'll take the offering. I will play the wizard, and then I will just offer it off here. Mycelium, huh? Let's try it. I never can get the mycelium to actually do what I need it to do. Let's clone it. Let's just get all the mycelium going right at the start. I don't think does this count as a tower? I wish it told you, like below it. I don't think it does. I guess we'll see. Okay, so this will not give it attack speed. So. Take a mycelium and we'll level that one up. Don't think the library actually does anything at this point. I should probably library steel coat the warlocks with a farm. I think it's my plan. Farm, library, steel coat, maybe even a forest. Just make a super tank, and then yeah, I think it's my plan. Is you just make one of them super tanky. We should probably get you leveled up, and then we'll level you up. That. I feel like over investing here is a total waste of 30 gold. They don't have enough stats on them yet to be worth it. thing. I need to get an HP on them, so the forest, yep. And then I do need a farm. So choose a king to wage war. King of nothing. I need a farm. So we're going mycelium plus tank. I'll max out the citadel here. I need to get the steel coat though and the farm, and then the king of nothing is no longer important. Oh. Not enough money. So we definitely get the steel coat going on there. Probably level up a mycelium and level up a mycelium. I do not know if it's actually better to stack the myceliums, like get 1 up to 3 and then so on, or if it's better to go 2, 2, 2, 2. I wouldn't mind getting a carnage on the warlocks either. If they do ever die, they get some more damage off. But I think that should be later. Blacksmith is tempting. I think it's just steel coat though. Just keep those stacking. Oh, if I knew I wasn't paying attention to getting the expansion. I'm like, I could have done a blacksmith. Put a blacksmith right there next to him. They're only level 2. I'll take a level 3. With 5 steel coats. I'll take the blacksmith now. Doubling the enchantments doesn't do anything right now. So let's roll. Doubling the lightning strike is fine. I want an overworked. Did not get one. So I believe it should just be. I don't mind toying around with the orchard more too. Maybe this would be a good round to do it. Since I'm just kind of learning, and the King of Nature is not an actual playable character yet. So it's kind of tricky. Make peace with a king. I don't need King of Greed for anything on this build, do I? I don't need mortgage. I don't need beacons. Like, vaults are good, but that's all I would need it for. And I have a vault. I could start, like, putting some level ups into the vault to try to get some more gold going. I think my opinion of the vault itself has really been up, especially with overworked. Like, 9 per wave is, like, kind of whatever. But when you're getting 12, 15 per wave, it adds up a lot, especially if you get multiple vaults. There's the farm I did need. Pop you in there. I know that could have been maxed out blacksmith, but I do think we need to get a... I don't mind shamans, actually. Ooh, Spire actually might be solid here, too. I haven't used a Spire, like, ever, really. We're gonna play the shamans. They don't do a lot just yet, but I would really need to get an overworked. It's probably the single best decree. I think that's what these are called. You can ever get. Yeah, decree. A new policy. I think it's probably a policy. but Overwatch is probably the single best policy that ever. Offering is good, but what I don't think I have anything I really want to. These are maxed. I don't want to offer the vault. Aspire though. 3 random plots isn't bad. The enchantment one only brings you up to 30, so not nearly as good. I was really hoping the random plots could get me over here though. Because I believe Spire can be affected by the blacksmith. Though I don't know for sure. There's another blacksmith, so we can put it to the test. It did. It did get 2%. Clone. Take another shaman. Level our shamans. 1. If I can max them here. Seems good to me. First, I am going to clone, get this blacksmith up and going a little bit. Take an offering. Not going to use it here yet. I probably just sell the static. How are these getting along? 103 health. You don't do a lot of damage. They do attack really slow. But they are really tanky. I think I'll just take the knight to offer it. I think that seems correct. So it's knight, offer knight, wild, library, wild, blacksmith, clone, farm, just play farm, and overinvest. So they're now tanky. That's all they are. Is tanky. The mushrooms are doing all the work. Damage wise. I guess it's the... They did the same damage, right? Because these combined are like 3,000 damage. Oh, they're more than that. They 3 towers here barely eked them out. So that's why the mycelium was like not that great. I think maxing out this blacksmith is probably the best point. It actually might be better to start leveling up the spire instead, though. Offering, because I know I got a board. I can offer the boar. And hopefully get like a wild or something. Procreate's fine. Clone. So we'll just level up the spire with that. Procreate here and overinvest here. Your HP is now 146. Currently have 42 units. Okay. Doing all right. It's probably best to just play you. I do find the mycelium very amusing. I will not lie. Just having a million mushrooms sitting here pecking away at them is extremely amusing. I just haven't found much legitimate use, which is kind of unfortunate because I think it's really fun. I love the fact that there's just hundreds of mushrooms out here just poking away, but they do 2.5 damage per hit, and you can't modify that in any way that I know of. Level the farm. Oh, it's 3 per wave. I would still like to get overworked. I already have maxed out shamans, right? Could still take them just to sell them. Definitely sell the poison vial. Only have 30 steel codes. This is a maxed out library. It wasn't maxed for long though. It was sitting at level 2 for quite a while. Take another wild. I think that maxes the spire out. Then next we want to max the forest, I think. It heals 41.5 and hits every 0.75 seconds. Ooh, is this a loss? I don't think so. I think this is not a loss. Yeah, not quite. Warlock's already maxed. Shamans are maxed. Offering. There's a line. Just because I'm wasting a bunch of money away. I wanted offering so I could play the shaman and then offer the shamans, but maybe I should be investing more on my shamans? I don't know. It's a clone. I can now wage war, gets probably King of Greed, get a beacon ticking somewhere maybe over here. The only thing on the board that I would currently want to clone would be the vault, and then just get more gold from it. The mushrooms are doing their darndest. They're trying. They are actually out damaging the warlocks now, though. The warlocks were out damaging the mushrooms for a long time, even though there's 3 of the mushroom towers. Oh, it doesn't look like that's the case anymore. Yeah, they're now doing way more damage. I don't know what changed from one round to another, but I think a wild. If I roll, I can't buy anything. So I think I could just buy Carnage and call it good. So I wild here and I put Carnage here. So Carnage, in case you don't know, when the unit dies, it has an explosion that'll pop out. That explosion is 10% of the unit's maximum health. So the 4 stacking health on those warlocks is going to help pretty significantly with that. I would like to expand here to get the beacon in, because the beacon does affect the spire's attack speed. So I can get it up to more than once per second or whatever. Because it's currently healing 55.95, so 56 damage every 0.77 seconds. But it doesn't appear to be doing anything. It appears to be broken. I think it was just visually broken because the number kept ticking, right? I'll take a procreate. Just procreate. So there's 82 of these as well. The lightning coming down is from the Citadel. That did nothing that round, huh? I don't want any of that. I'll take another beacon, though. Okay, it is healing. Maybe... There we go. Okay. It broke for a round. Oh. I see the units were just at max health, I believe. because of the shaman and the steel coats. Yeah, so it was healing the shamans and keeping the shamans alive. But because of all the steel coats on them, it didn't seem to do much. I already have this. What happened? I've not seen that. I'm gonna just stack lightning strikes. Like, what the heck? Look at this. It's just a solid line of lightning. It's pretty crazy, actually. It's probably bad, right? Like, it's probably better to have other perks, but I think I've leveled up the vault. I still want that offering so I can get rid of the shamans that are in the back. No, it's fine. Ooh, is this a loss, actually? This appears to be a loss. That's unfortunate. First loss on wave 45. There's the offering I wanted. So I can now make peace with one. Both of them are kind of weak. I actually would, yeah, king and nothing is the one I would want to get rid of. Oh, sorry about that. Coughing. Question is, now what? This build is like, as far as I know, to go with it. Could just clone the warlocks, but I don't think that's a good idea. Could just clone shamans and start playing more shamans. I could just clone more mycelium. You know what? This is the mycelium build. We're doing it. We're going mycelium. Death by 1,000 cuts. Nope, death to us, I guess. Taking my ceiling, I guess. I'm just gonna get banking that. Mortgage. Not sure that I want to do that right now. Mortgage is solid. It's GG, I'm pretty sure. Mycelium doesn't have it in it, though there's thousands of mushrooms here. Wave 48. Okay. Hey, level 5 with King of Spells. Alright. Nice to see. Alright, I think I'm going to call it here. About 40, a little over 45 minutes here. Ran through a couple rounds of King of Spells. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, consider hitting like and subscribe. I've really been trying to dedicate a lot more to the YouTube here. I've had a lot of uploads, actually. Not even weekly. It's been like 4 days a week, 5 days a week. I've really been trying to squeeze them out. So I appreciate all the feedback I do get from them. So thank you very much. This was RemedyX. See you next time. Bye.